that like? We're live on the internet.
Yep.
Or
Something about you
something.
wrong. Something about you very wrong. All right.
I don't
Welcome to
know
the
this.
Northeast Podcast. We are two friends in fiber who are not filming in the same location today.
I'm
So
sick and I'm containing my contagions.
I appreciate not having your germs. Though, to be fair, while we are a knitting podcast and we do record and live in Manitoba, specifically Winnipeg, Manitoba, in Canada here, um, I've seen Diana for like at least 6+ hours over the last 2 days. She was contagious then too. So I don't think you should be getting like a ton of praise for this.
No, I'm just like leaking from everywhere today, so I'm extra
That
disgusting.
sounds gross.
I'm extra disgusting today. You don't want to be around me.
Oh, yuck, yuck. Anyway, your husband can keep you. I don't want you.
Yep.
Uh, so we're doing the internet recording. So we're gonna try to talk real loud because we do know that the volume can be a bit of a difficult thing, especially when we're doing it via distance. It's an interesting process to capture video, record, and then upload. So we'll see how this goes.
Let's do
Little
the
tweak.
things with the stuff. These lights are making me real warm.
You put your onesie hat on your head.
I
Well,
know, and I like it there.
then you're on your own if you get too warm.
I know.
Nobody's fault but your own.
Psh.
People who listen to us on the audio podcast, Diana's wearing her toothless onesie today. So I am
Yeah.
literally staring at a very pale face in a very purple hood with eyeballs on the top of it. Just,
I'm a dragon.
of course, right here.
I'm a dragon.
Uh-huh.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Rawr. I'm a dragon.
All right. Well, Diana's gonna let everybody know what we're gonna try to cover this week, and I'm gonna take a sip of my drink because I'm thirsty.
We've got What's in Our Cup, Cool Threads, Woolly Workings, Spinning Yarns, Yarn on the Go, Wool Gathering, Kniterature, and Events. I am attempting to assuage the cold symptoms with a hot toddy. It's great. I made the Lapsang Souchong tea, so
Ugh,
this room smells like a campfire and there's whiskey in my tea.
yuck. I don't like that tea.
I know, but I can smell it and that makes me happy.
Which is fair because when you're sick, there's really not a lot you can smell.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can, you take advantage of it. It's not my go-to thing when I'm ill. It's not the Lapsang campfire smoke tannery tea thing. I don't. It's not me.
Mm.
I'm not into it. But mind you, I fed you what I drink when I'm sick, so it's just as strong. It just happens to smell of peaches and mint.
Yes, it is equally strong.
It has to be to get through all the cold.
Yeah. Sniffle,
Whatever.
sniffle. I'm trying not to
It helps.
sniffle too much into the microphone. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's a thing. Today I am. We're Sunday afternoon, so I'm enjoying a cup of coffee in my Cozy Up Knits mug from Knit City last year that I bought from the ladies.
I also
I'm
have my
having
Knit City mug. Look, look,
oh,
look. Mug twins.
oh, mug twins. I'm having a cup of Ethical Bean Lush dark coffee because they make Keurig K-pods that are compostable. So excited to find that out.
Yay, environmentally friendly K-pods. Does that even work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay for
Yay!
all of my friends who compost because coffee is great in compost, and neither of those two girlfriends drink coffee. Which means my mom, who also doesn't drink coffee, can get all my coffee grounds with me in the spring for the gardens. She was asking me this year what I did, and I said I save my coffee grounds all winter long. I save them in the freezer. I mean, they're written used coffee grounds, don't make coffee with. And then in the springtime, I put them in the dirt.
That
Helps my
makes
plants.
sense.
Helps my plants. Well, my mom doesn't drink coffee, so apparently I'm bringing a big old bag of used coffee to my mother's place next year.
Yeah, what cool threads have you been wearing this week?
Well, we had the Manitoba Fiber Festival this week, so I wore my knits to the Fiber Festival. I didn't forget.
Whoa!
Happy day two,
Crazy.
Diana. Calling you out on the internet.
What is this wearing knits to a fiber festival?
It was nice and cool, so I was able to wear On the Friday, I wore my stormy sky shawl, or as I call it, my really seriously annoyed grapes shawl, because that's the colorway name of the yarn I made it out of. And then on the Saturday, I wore my mallow cardigan, which I finished earlier this year, which was it's a Barocco yarn. Barocco. Oh man, what's the end of the Barocco company name? I just call it Barocco and then I stop.
Yeah, same. I don't know, Barocco.
It's a Barocco pattern. The Mallow sweater is a cardigan. It's free. It's a really nice freaking cardigan pattern. You can also do it as a pullover if you don't like cardigans. They have it there. But I did it and I did mine out of Barocco Vintage DK. Are your ears amusing you?
Yeah.
I was like, I can see you shaking your head because you get blurry.
My ears flop around. I'm so easily amused right now.
We're still a little warm. Like it's cool in the mornings, so I've taken to wearing shawls when I go to and from the swimming pool in the mornings because I swim. When I mean mornings, guys, I'm swimming lanes at 6:30 in the morning 3 times a week,
It's
and
too
that's
early.
not getting up early for me because I get up at 6. That's a normal wake up time.
No,
So
it's early.
I do that, but for the mornings, since I'm walking home with wet hair, I'm not gonna lie. I either wear the twitted up cowl like the twin up shawl I have, which I really do need to turn into a poncho, by the way. Find my fade because that's exactly what it's meant for.
Nice.
Yeah, socks don't count. Everybody wears socks.
I've been wearing my Exploration Station a lot,
Yeah.
and the single thing that I wear the most that I never talk about on the podcast are my Bloomsbury mitts, which I happen to actually have on me. Because these live on my desk at work and I wear them like all the time and they're wonderful and I love them and I just never remember to talk about them. So, Bloomsbury mitts, they're great. I'm pretty sure they were in an Interweave Knits magazine a couple years ago.
Huh? I
So,
believe it.
I love fingerless gloves. I should really knit like a million more pairs of fingerless gloves because that should be
Well,
a normal part of my wardrobe.
I've got 2 fingerless glove patterns I need to get tested. You want to test them for me?
Maybe. Do you want them done 5 years from now?
Sure, why not? Listen, you've got exactly till the start of October to get that bulky cardigan done because I want my 9 millimeters back. I want to cast one of those on.
I'm
And it's
working on it
happening in
as we
October
speak.
because I need one of those in my life, and it needs to happen very quickly because I want one of those in my life.
It's pretty great, I must say. I will talk about it. I suppose I could talk
Yeah,
about it right now because we were
why not?
into woolly workings.
Let's segue.
Segway. All right, I'll talk about the thing that I'm working on right now as soon as I stop splitting this stitch. Oh my goodness.
No,
Wow. Okay, I won't knit that stitch because apparently I can't knit it without splitting it.
it's not like the needles are hard to see. They're 9 millimeters.
No, they're really not. I just can't seem to get it done. I'm working on for the Across the Prairies Cal instead of the 5 skein fingering weight shawl that was never going to get done on time. I have picked up a bulky weight cardigan. It's the Glam Lamb by Stephen West. It is knit sideways with holes for the sleeves, which I'm doing in black. The body is in this charcoal gray color. I'm doing it out of Loops and Threads Charisma because that was on sale at Michael's. So this whole sweater cost me about $36 with tax. It's great. I'm absolutely loving it. It's making super cozy fabric, and it's acrylic, so I can wash it in the
Yeah,
washing
my mom's
machine.
already seen it and said make your first one in acrylic. So I know where it's going.
I'm
Which is fine
excited.
if she likes it. My mom likes it. My sister likes it, and my niece likes it. I'll just make it 4 times, and we'll all have one, and there's Christmas presents done.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I have a good several inches done. I'm coming up. Well, not coming up. I'm slightly over halfway to the first sleeve hole. Is where I'm at.
It's going to just motor.
It really does. It takes about 5% of my brain power right now because I have to remember to do increases and decreases for the shaping on the edge.
Yeah.
But it's super simple. And then when I get done the sleeve hole part, then it's just like knit a whole bunch, garter stitch. It's beautiful.
So excited. I cannot wait to squish it when it's finished and watch you pile that behemoth on your head.
I don't think it'll fit on my head. I'm gonna
I think
try.
we need
It's
to
not gonna
try.
stop me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to try, and like it might need a fancy artful fold. Might have to call on all of my folding skills, see if I can
Ooh.
get it to stack on your head nicely.
Okay. Good. Good.
Look
Good.
forward to a weird Patreon video where it's me trying to stack stuff on Diana's head by folding it nicely.
It's the new
We laugh,
game.
but I might do it.
It's the new game. FO stack. Stack as many FOs as you can on Diana's head.
I feel like I'd win.
Probably.
I feel confident in my stacking skills.
I don't know if I get to play since I seem to be a component in the game.
Well, you could just do how many knits can you stack on a person's head, and then we can just use anybody's head.
Oh, this is true. I like this game.
I'm over caffeinated and Diana's sick. I don't even know what's going to happen this week, guys. We'll do the best we can. Question. Anyway, you're only working on the one thing this week, so I guess that means I'm up for a little bit.
Yeah, I have other stuff, but they're just not knitting things because my wrist has still been bugging me.
Which is fair. I did a little bit of work on my socks, which I've been doing 2 at a time toe up. They're just basic vanilla socks in a self-striping yarn. The yarn is the Comfort Sock and Woolen color. Listen, Asa, you gotta help me out with this word. I don't know what I'm doing.
Wait, hold it up slightly more to the your left, I think. Slightly more left. There we go. Sock and wool.
I don't know. It's from Germany. It's really pretty. It's lovely. I've done so little on it. It's not even funny. But it's 75% superwash and 25% polyamide. And I know what a polyamide is, so that's exciting. It is in a really nice... Okay, well, I'm excited about the colorway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for a second. I'm going to tap my screen so I see me in the big screen so I can line this up properly for everybody. So that way we're a little bit better off. And I made Diana tiny, which means I can't see her at all right now.
It means I can make all sorts of faces and you can't call me out on it.
I really can't because I have no idea what you're doing. So mine are 2 at a time toe up on my red lace Chowgo needles. As always, I enjoy me a good 2 at a time toe up vanilla sock. This is supposed to be for the Fiber Friends self-striping sock along.
Didn't that finish a while back?
No. It's the Fiber Friends. They give nice, generous timelines, which is why I thought 3 months to complete a pair of socks. I might actually be able to do that and still put it off for 2 months and then go, what have I done with my life? So I've made very little snow progress, as you can tell from my progress keeper. I've done like maybe a finger width. I'm working on this hard, guys. Can you tell? It's stripes from a nice, I want to call it like a dirty cream color because that's what it is, really. It's not white because like I'm wearing a white cardigan. Like it's not white. It's definitely cream. And then it goes into a lovely rotation of like deep harvesty / 70s oranges and reds into brown. And I know my socks don't match, but I don't care.
Fraternal socks.
I'm one of those people that wears mismatched socks and it doesn't bother me. Drives other people crazy. But it doesn't bother me in the slightest. So I had it with me at the Fiber Festival because I was like, well, if I get a chance to knit, I really want something that I can just like talk and not look at. So none of the complicated patterns or short rows or anything else were going with me. I was going to just take the socks. And I did just take my socks. Today I wanted something to work on that was worsted because I have a light behind my camera, so I can't really focus that well.
One of my lights just went out, so, I'm lit artistically from one side now.
Jeez. She's the tech person, you guys, not me.
I'm sick, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
We'll see what excuse she has next week. I'm working on a sweater that was... I was so close to being done, I was ready to seam the thing together, is how close to done I was. This was the My First Sweater cowl that was hosted by Red Heart Yarns and Marley Bird a while ago. I made it in the size indicated for me, and then, I really don't like baggy sweaters that are that baggy. So I literally, and by me, I mean Terry kindly started and then finished ripping out most of this yarn for me. I needed help because I'd bound off and I was having problems because there's a bit of a halo with this yarn, seeing the stitches to pick the bind out off. So Terry helped me and then she just started ripping it. And I was like, it has to get ripped if it's me or somebody else. It's fine. So I recast on, and instead of doing it in two separate pieces, I just cast on to knit in the round. And then I'm either going to steek for the sleeves because they're a drop shoulder sleeve,
Right.
or you know what, I may honestly do that, steek the sleeves, because it's just adding 8 stitches on either side, because then I can hide the steek when I attach the sleeves. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That way I can just knit the whole body in the round.
Vroom. And then
Vroom.
steeking for extra fun and learning.
For fun and profit, because I am now Ferengi. No, it's because the striping will change if I go from circular to knitting flat for the front to the back. And I don't want to do that because I'm already going to have different striping with the sleeves than I'm going to have for the body anyway. So, no. No, I'm going to knit in the round and I'm going to steek the sleeves. Because it's an experiment at this point. Anyway, it's an entirely different size, and by entirely different, I was supposed to knit like the 2XL for my ladies parts, my boobs, guys. My boobs are large. But it was way too baggy underneath. So that wasn't gonna work. Like it didn't even A-frame well, it like tented. Like no. Nobody needs to be the Michelin man. That's not nobody
No.
looks like that. So I'm literally knitting a medium. That's a huge size difference. Because the rest of me is like a medium large. And it's just really fitted over the girls. I don't care. I'm quite comfortable having large chesticles and showing them off. So that's what I'm going to do.
Sorry, chesticles?
You heard me. I said chesticles. They're made of brass. I put them in a bra every morning. They're heavy. So anyway, that's what I'm working on today because I needed to have something that I could work on that I didn't have to focus on that was worse to me. So now that I've broken Diana, shall we talk about the piece de resistance? My kitchen is not my piece de resistance. You can come up. You're doing that stand on the human leg thing. You can come up and say hi to the internet. You are? Okay. Say hi, internet.
Kitty!
Mother, what are you doing? There's stuff on my table. That's right. I had to roll away from the bit because, well, cattail. You know what's going on here, guys. In my Sew Into Knitting old Halloween bag. That's right. I bought a new one. You have to jump up right now. Thank you for shaking my camera. Wait till she comes down, you guys.
Crash boom.
Possibly. I have my contribution to the Across the Prairies knit along that we're hosting. I'm going to leave the other 2 balls of yarn inside this lovely polka dotted green thingy. Ooh, my gosh. You see them? There we go.
Yeah.
I got me a nice pumpkin-y orange going on in there. And I've got that wonderful skein that looks awful now because it's been in and out of the bag half a dozen times and I haven't knitted with it yet. It's the last color that gets added to the shawl. So that one, rather than being a variegated orange, like I don't want to call it an orange tonal because it's definitely not tonal. But those are my undercover otter colors that you got me in Amsterdam.
Yay.
Yay! So I'm super excited. I'm working through section 1. I am 2/3 complete section 1. Section 2 also doesn't look terribly complicated. And then I went to go read section 3 and I went, oh lord.
Oh, that's
that's
looking
gonna
really
be
good.
So I am on wedge 14 of 16. So I am just about done section 1.
Nice.
So I should be done section 1 and well into section 2 for next week, which is cabling, by the way, in section 2.
Ooh.
So, super stoked to get in on that because we don't have that long till this is over. I'm sorry, guys. She just jumped out of the window. Camera shook again. But now we can see how that orange starts to look next to that gray.
That looks so good.
So good. On the bottom of the shawl, where I've got like my hand kind of waving here at the bottom, is where the purple's going to be. That purple, orange, white, black, heavily variegated Halloween. So this is the Doodler by Stephen West. I'll lean back so it can be all in frame. But it is. I'm calling it my Halloween shawl because it's being made in Halloween colors. So
Looks so good.
starting to get there. I had to put it on a longer circular cord So, and I'm really running out of the gray. Like, I'm glad I'm done with the gray shortly. Because this ball's getting tiny. It's also a lot of fingering weight knitting when I think about it. So I haven't bothered to put like a progress keeper in because I can tell how much I'm doing because it's the wedges. Like last week, I wasn't even done wedge 9. And I would talk about the other thing I'm knitting on, but it's over there by my water thingy, and it's in a serious timeout.
Very serious. I've heard the woes of this thing. It's whew.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't love anything that much. But that for me, that's it knitting wise. That's what I've been working on.
All right. Well, I do believe we also both have some spinning because we did some spinning at the Fiber Festival yesterday.
Jocelyn saw me.
There were 3 of you at
know.
some point. There was Jocelyn cubed, and I just couldn't handle it.
There was Jocelyn Cube. There was 3 of us. 3 Jocelyns. That's okay. I know like 4 or 5 Jocelyns, so it's fine. I graduated with a Jocelyn.
Too many Jocelyns.
Not enough Jocelyns. The world needs more Jocelyn.
Shall I talk about my spinning?
Yeah, take a turn.
Okay, take a turn. All right. We were doing drop spindling. Drop spindling? Drop spinning. It's the proper wordage there.
We were spinning on our drop spindles?
Sure. I was going to say hand spinning, but that's what spinning is.
Yeah.
So I have a Scottish drop spindle, otherwise known as a jelligan. Whoa, and there goes my other light.
You gotta put a cut. You gotta fix your lighting.
Okay. And we're back, and I'm poorly lit because I have poor planning and didn't charge the lights I was using. Yay!
Crazy lady.
So, Scottish drop spindle, called a jelligan. And I actually finished spinning some stuff on this thing that I started, like, when I bought it 2-3 years ago.
It's gotta be closer to 3 years
Gotta
now,
be close
doesn't
to 3.
Yeah.
It was definitely pre-podcast, so at least 3.
Oh, yeah.
So I had... Oh, hey, it's even this bag. I had also bought that year some Eye of Jupiter merino top from Hillary's Magical Yarnorium. I don't believe she does fiber anymore.
I didn't see any in her booth this year. But I mean, me saying I haven't seen something doesn't really preclude its existence. It just means the legally blind lady didn't see it, which, I mean, guys, I lose cars.
Fair. Okay. But I finished a thing. I
You
finished
did.
this
Fight it.
tiny little skein of yarn. I'm so excited about my tiny little skein of yarn. It's so cute. I spun the rest of this on my electric eel wheel, but I had this tiny little fluff that I'd started on the jelligan. So now I have an itty bitty little skein of yarn that's probably like 5 grams or something.
Whatever. It's your very first skein of yarn.
I'm so excited.
It
actually looks like yarn.
That's really good.
It looks like yarn. It looks like yarn. I'm happy. It's a finished object. I have to put it on my head.
It's true, it is. You do.
There.
It is, if they say, canon.
So what were you spinning?
I was working on my art yarn. So from my Wild Winds natural bat that I got, ages ago, that has like a little bit of everything in it. And I do mean like a little bit of everything. It's got a whole bunch of assortment of fibers. I've been enjoying some art yarn spinning on my Ashford traditional spinning drop spindle. You can tell I got a thing for Ashford traditional. So I have been doing that. The joy of the artful one is that you want these nibs and knobs in it for the finished product. So I got a bunch more.
You can even see the sparkle.
Yeah. So I got a bunch more onto my drop spindle, so I don't have a ton left, and then I can pull this out. I think I'm going to leave it as a 1 ply, like a single ply, and then I'm going to hold it with something to give it a little bit of extra strength when I knit it into a thing. Or I will do what Diana did and make a nice pretty little skein and then just hang on to it forever because I can. And it's my hand spun and I can do what I want with it.
I'm really curious to see what my little hand spun would look like knit up into a little square, so I might knit it. But probably it's just going to sit and be an artful little skein going, look, I made yarn.
I like the look of art yarns. Like I want to work in art yarns, so I like the idea of spinning my own art yarns. But I think from everything that I've read and from talking to people is once you sort of get into the groove with one thing, it's hard to go back to the art yarn. So I think I might maintain it. Like if I'm drop spindling, it's art yarn. If I'm spinning on my wheel, I'll be going for a smoother consistency.
Okay.
That way I can maybe potentially keep it different in my brain enough that I'll do the techniques differently enough that I won't lose the knack of an art yarn. Because I don't want to. I really like the art yarns. Especially Togenthal's art yarn.
They have a lot of pretty art yarn.
All right. That's it. I just did a little bit this week. I didn't do a lot, and we were there because Jocelyn asked us. She's got a drop spinning in Winnipeg Facebook groups. She's trying to sort of build up a spinning community that is sort of more focused on drop spinning.
It's a lot more
For
portable than wheel
non-wheels.
spinning. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
That's okay. Well, it depends on your wheel. If you got a polywog or the pocket wheel,
That's
you're not
true.
that far off.
Break it down, put it in a carry-on.
Yep. So there's that. But yeah, no, I enjoy drop spinning. I don't think I'll stop even when I get really comfortable with wheel spinning. They're just different.
The alcohol is hitting me. Whee! I was energetic, and then just now, just boo.
And
I'm
down
just
she
like
goes.
chill now.
Well, what's next?
Yarn on the go. We went to the Fiber Festival. We bought things. We goed with yarn and brought home more.
I kept the pamphlet.
You're smart. I didn't.
Hipsters from 1780 to now. That's so cute. I just realized there's an ad on the back. Oh, I like it. And the only part I can read is the hipster part.
I definitely did not notice.
The Costume Museum of Canada is the ad on the back.
Oh, fun.
I love the Costume Museum of Canada. Anyway, Diana had to read all the stuff in the pamphlet because that wasn't going to work for me.
It's what I'm around for. I
Yep.
still want my Seeing Eye Friend vest.
Again, I'll mention it to Dad. It'll happen. So I bought things. Diana bought things. Diana bought the largest thing, though I may have bought more things.
I think you bought more things, but I have the biggest thing. Shall I start with my biggest thing?
Let's start with the big thing.
Okay. It contains my other things.
I have done the same thing. Except there was no point in me buying the big thing.
I bought a big thing. Doesn't even. Wow. Okay, let me back up.
It doesn't fit on the front. You guys, she bought a big blue mama bag.
Yeah. Well, basket. So this is going to be my beside my knitting chair, hold all my works in progress basket, because currently they're just heaped in on around the chair. I have a little basket for my repair pile, but I need a basket to contain the other project bags.
It's a nice big basket.
So it's and it currently contains my other purchases, which I will talk about momentarily.
Crazy lady.
Yeah. The tag on this is wood. It's actually wood. I've been staring at it, trying to figure that out, but it's actually wood.
I believe you. They're very nice, well done baskets.
Oh, it still smells vaguely of sheep. This was at the back of the place near all the sheep. It still smells vaguely of sheep. This is a good thing, by the way, dear listeners and viewers.
It is. Now, I didn't get one because my cat believes in climbing into all of my bags and baskets and bins and everything. And I didn't want to spend $74 for my cat to have a new basket to sleep in.
I understand.
It wouldn't diminish my yarn mess at all. It would, in fact, make more yarn mess because she'd pull everything out to get into the basket. So I'm like, no, that's just not practical for the kind of cat that I have. But, as I've said before, she doesn't play with the yarn, so it's fine. I'm okay with the occasional bag sacrifice.
Okay.
It's going to kill me. All right, shall I talk about what I bought, or do you want to finish off with what you've got and then I'll go?
No, I suppose I could finish what I got.
Sure.
Okay, let's not get this hooked on my microphone. I got from Enchanted Grove Alpacas this massive alpaca pom-pom.
Which is good because you've got the perfect hat for it.
I do. It's going to go on my Katie hat that I made for our podcast anniversary this year. I thought maybe it needed a pom-pom, but I didn't have one and I couldn't find a good one, but I feel like this giant white alpaca pom-pom is exactly what it needs, and I'm really excited to attach it. So
I'm
big.
really excited to make fun of the size of the palm on your head.
It's so great. Look at this palm. Look at this palm.
It's huge.
I'm a palmicorn. Palm unicorn.
Uh-huh.
Palmicorn.
You really shouldn't have booze before we record.
I shouldn't have 2 different kinds of sinus medication and caffeinated tea with alcohol in it.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, shall I finish off my things?
Oh, yes.
I have 2 more things. Further to the quest of spinning, from Sarah Elizabeth Fiberworks, I got a tiny little bag of pulled sari silk, a little 15-gram thing. And look at these cheerful colors that are glaring horribly. Wait, there we go. Cheerful colors is like purple and yellow and an orangey red and like a maybe a little bit of a silvery color in there. It's so darn cheerful. I'm excited to spin silk. I've never done that. I'm really excited.
She had some really nice upper end yarns, like
Yeah.
the nice luxury yarns. She had a lot of really nice ones.
And she did indigo stuff as well, like naturally dyed with indigo. That stuff is all gorgeous.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And then for my last thing, from the Sheepish Spinner, I got a mitt mix, which is written out to be like a cake mix, but it's a kit for making thrummed mittens.
It's so cute!
It was so charming. So I got that. It's got a pattern in here, and it's got some French lavender yarn which is, it's alpaca DK, and some fiber to thrum with. The fiber doesn't seem to have a name, but it's like pastel pink, blue, green, and purple to go with this nice lavender purple color that is totally not picking up well under this light. I swear it's a lovely lavender purple. And there were progress keepers in here too. Rustle.
Well, brown paper bags make less of a crinkly, rustly sound than like plastic does.
Yeah. So I've got a cute little stripy bead and a little one that says joy. So I'm excited. I'm excited about my thrummed mittens. And that is everything I bought. All right. I think you bought more. Let's have it. What all did you buy?
Well, we had to go to Sew Into Knitting.
Well, obviously.
Because I had to get a new Halloween bag.
It's very important stuff. That is a great Halloween bag.
Oh, I'm so happy. We got the one with the spider interior for me. For everybody who's listening and not watching, it's the Nightmare Before Christmas themed, you guys. So you had to know it was going to happen. So it's a beautiful, I'd say medium-sized project bag. It'll hold an awful lot in there. Oh yeah, I could easily fit a shawl into here. So it's got a nice boxed bottom, drawstring, because me and zippers, it's always kind of sketchy, you guys. And then I've got a purple printed front with Jack and, oh man, what's the puppy's name? I always forget the puppy's name.
Zero.
Thank you. And Sally on it. And when I saw it on Instagram, I knew it was coming home. The hardest decision was which interior to get. So I went with the lighter colored interior, which is probably always the wiser choice for me. And it's got chandeliers. And
candelabras, because chandeliers hang from the ceiling.
Candelabras then. And bats on the inside on a white base. Kind of white-gray base. And then, of course, we had to buy the matching sock set.
Well, obviously.
So Diana got this for me for Christmas, and she said it would seem kind of silly to have Halloween socks after Halloween, so I was allowed to have... It's named Jack. Like, that's what the colorway is named. So I'm going to make you some Halloween socks. I know you guys are all stunned. absolutely stunned that I would make Halloween socks.
Yep. We were just absolutely shocked.
Oh,
Never saw it coming.
totally shocked. Never saw it coming. The main skein is variegated from a sort of gray white in through greens and a little bit of red, orange, and then you got purple and black and some of the deeper Halloween colors in there. And then it came with two little minis, one gray and one orange, for obviously contrast
Mic off.
toes, heels, and cuffs. So altogether, I should make 2 pairs of socks out of this. 2 pairs.
Mic on.
Oh,
So-
sorry. Sneezing.
Stoked. But just in case you were like, well, that's great, Jocelyn scored Halloween yarn, that's perfect. Oh no, I scored 2 Halloween yarns. I was going to buy the kit that Daria from Cloud9 Fiberworks made up of the Endless Summer Adventure shawl pattern that I wrote and released a little bit earlier this year, because dang, she did a pretty colorway for that. So nice.
It was really pretty. I almost bought it. I
We
thought really hard about it.
You think really hard about a lot of things.
I do, yeah.
I don't think it counts. I was all set to do it, and then Diana noticed this beautiful, beautiful, the Great Pumpkin colorway. And it's in a superwash and stellina. Superwash merino nylon and stellina base. So guys, yeah, there's some serious sparkle going on here. This is a smidge too dark for me. It's got beautiful colors. It's like a nice deep green and a vibrant orange and a little bit of red going on in there. But we got a lot of black with the stellina. Beautifully moody, but I'm going to have to farm these out to have these made because I won't be able to do it on my own. It's too much black.
They're so sparkly. I can even see it on the camera.
I'm almost tempted to see if I can talk someone into making me some fingerless mittens in this
Ooh.
instead of socks.
Those would make some gorgeous mittens.
I know. So excited! I gotta do something, and I love it, but I know the black will drive me bonkers. The fingering weight, even with the stellina in it, I think it'll be too hard to see. So you guys are all lucky I just didn't pull off the socks that I haven't even really started and cast on Halloween socks.
There was great discussion about whether this would happen.
Only because we got home really late Friday and I was tired and still had to eat dinner. Alright, but I also bought fiber from Daria. I picked up some fluffy top called Into the Mystic. I picked up 2 braids of it, so I've got an awful lot. But this is a gorgeous muted colorway.
Oh, that's pretty.
So it is definitely in Jocelyn's color range because we got blues, we got purples, we got pinks, we got white. These are all Jocelyn colors. Is there a color that isn't a Jocelyn color? I bought black and I can't even knit it. I don't think I have a color, guys. I think I just like colors.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think this is going to spin up beautifully. Beautifully. So excited. So I picked up 2 of those, and of course it's nice and it's merino and it's fluffy top and it's squishy and I really like it. I didn't buy the Russian mint, which is another fiberway she dyes, because it's a lot of black, but I love the combo of the black and the mint green color. So good. But I can't spin it. I can't knit it. I definitely can't spin it. So this will go great, and it'll blend in well with some of my more exuberant colorways.
Yep.
Thinking like a contrast with the blood of my enemies.
Oh,
And the
that might
failure
work.
that's the failure that's going to be the winter is coming black fluffy one I picked up from her last time. For maybe for the night shift. Night shift shawl.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got some plans. But the big thing is I had to go get a jack bag and sock set, and I did. Just ended up buying more Halloween than I thought I was going to this year, which is great because there needs to be more.
Yeah, is there such a thing as too much
Halloween.
Halloween? I don't know why
No.
you sound like you're complaining about this.
That's crazy. There's no such thing as too much Halloween. So don't get me wrong, I am kind of sad that I didn't buy Christmas self-striping colorway sock stuff from Allie from Dye For You. So like next month I'm gonna have to order some just because I feel like that needs to happen. Does that make sense?
It does, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that requires some research and exploration because the the budget airline that flies out of Winnipeg also goes to Hamilton. So this could be this could be a thing. Also true. Also true. I don't know. Swoop is pretty cheap. We'll see. We'll see. We'll do some research. Yeah, basically the same day. I fail to see how this is a bad thing. Well, obviously, birthday month. I did. It was good. I enjoyed the 2 days. It worked out well. I would do that again. Yeah, that was good. I got a lavender lemonade with a shot of vodka. It's a good afternoon. Yeah? Yeah. Which you wear under the parka. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Agreed. Totally fair. Good call. Good call. Mm-hmm. I don't remember. There were a lot of fun colorway names. I don't remember. Yeah? I think so. I got a lot of things to link in that section. Sorry, I cut you off. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah. Dancing, dancing, dancing. It's dancing. I think we got everybody. That brings us to wool gathering. Okay, let's talk about the yarn-related stuff first. Patreon Knit Club is this coming up Saturday, the 21st, she says questioningly as she opens up her calendar on her desktop. Yes, the 21st. 21st, noon, Central Daylight Time, because that doesn't change till November. Come join us on Google Hangouts. Hey! You find all the gremlins. Analog internet with carrier pigeons. Perfect. Absolutely. I'll send tweets with Morse code smoke signals.
So those are going up. I do have videos, and as soon as I can figure out what's gone wrong, there'll be like a deluge of them for everybody to watch. The videos are going to remain Patreon only. When I write posts and blogs up on Patreon, it is Patreon only. I have not done the official flip over so for any of the new stuff because it keeps trickling in, and then it's like I need someone to take a look at it before I go, yes, Jocelyn remembered to put her commas in the right space. Because sometimes I forget and my screen reader doesn't always catch them. Mostly because he just reads the sentence, which doesn't tell me if the comma's there.
So, technical note, the audio that source that is capturing you turned itself off. I don't think we lost more than a few seconds, but
Oh, fine.
I don't know. We were sort of rambling anyway, so we might cut that bit.
Yeah.
So I caught it, but I don't know. It turned itself off. I didn't touch anything. In case the audio is weird when you're editing.
Okay, that's fair. Otherwise, I think wool gathering wise, we don't have a ton, do we?
Got
for
that.
everything
Oh,
else.
we've got the knit along that started.
Ooh, the Mokum Cal.
Yeah. The Mokum Cowl Cal by Salt and Stone Knits from Amsterdam. Started on the 13th and is going until October 11th. The cowl is beautiful. It's a colorwork cowl based on the Amsterdam X flag symbol. It looks so good. I don't like cowls and I want to knit this cowl.
I don't
I'm
cowl,
on board with
but this
this.
cowl's okay.
I don't like cowls and I like this cowl, so.
You're delightfully ridiculous.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try to hold up the photo. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch my screen first, and then I'm going to hold up. So for people to see, maybe.
Perfect.
I can get focus poorly. It's hard to tell in the colorworks and stuff, but it is a very beautiful geometric pattern for the cowl, so I'm going to make one.
I'm going to think really hard about making one.
This won't happen.
Probably not, but I'm gonna think about it really hard.
Your husband saying maybe is like you saying I'll think about it, guys. We know better. But my problem is I need to pick like, two colors.
Oh. Hmm.
It's not as easy as it sounds. For people who are listening, I have got a beautiful skein of, and I have to read these all on my own because Diana's Jeremy.
I'm sorry.
Something lamb. Hey, wait, I got a magnifying glass on my phone. And I have a magnifying glass on my phone so I can read ingredients lists while I'm at the grocery store. So the look you're about to get is the look everybody in the grocery store gets when I'm reading ingredients lists. So I hope you're all ready for this. Yes, it's the shepherd's lamb, and this is the skein I think that I won from the corner of Knit and Tea. Nope, I can't read that handwriting, but that's fine. It looks really pretty. It's a 2-ply DK weight. And what else have I got on here? Approximately 180 yards. It's nice yardage for a DK weight. Anyway, it's a really pretty, like, pinky color. I'm going to go with pinky orangey color.
Yeah.
And then we've got a mystery skein from my stash.
Okay. Is that actually a dark green color?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll hold it up closer to my head for white balancing.
Hmm.
So I was contemplating the orangey pink and green kind of color combo.
That would look
Because
really
that's
good.
really sharp. It's quite sharp and really pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
But because I was in my stash meant I was close to everything else I've got. And I've got this is really, it's the same purple that I used in the river wrap that you were wearing on Friday.
Oh.
The version that I made that I gave to Isabella because the wrap was too short.
Like Cascade?
Yes, it's a Cascade. It's a purple. Cascade doesn't give colorway names, so it's literally purple. It's purple, guys. I know what it is, though it is rehanged, so I've lost the skein tag. And then I've got some from, I don't even know where I got it, merino yarn, really old, sport weight blue. It's like 80s denim blue.
Yep.
And the purple.
That would also look good.
I know, hence my problem. I want to cast on probably tomorrow, if I'm honest, because I got to do some other things tonight. But I might cast on tonight and say, screw it, whatever. Oh no, it's Sunday. I still haven't done my crochet knitting for the day. Because Sunday's when you work on your blankets with Chelsea Pearls podcast. I'm casting on tomorrow. Today I've got to do blankets when I get home. So I got to pick between the blue and the purple, and the green and the orange. Guys, my winter coat is white, so it is irrelevant what color yarns I pick. It will look good with my winter coat. I have a double-breasted pea white wool winter coat. It's still white. It's year 6. I've had it. It's still white. I'm almost leaning towards this.
I think I am too. It's higher contrast.
Yeah. Okay. I think I might do that one. For people who are listening, that's the green orange color combo. So I needed a second opinion. I was like, wait a minute, I got Diana on later, so we'll talk to her about it and I'll make a decision. So I will do that. Which might buy you into the first week of October before I ask for my 9mm back so that I can make a second Stephen West thing.
Okay, I'll get right on that. Right on that cardigan.
You know me sometimes when I do it. And a cowl takes no time.
Yeah.
You see how fast I'm whipping through a 3-skein shawl.
Yeah. Okay. I have one more crafty thing that's not knitting related in the slightest that I'm going to stuff into wool gathering.
Sure.
I wanted to get into hardware hacking, so I got an AdaBox. An AdaBox is basically an electronics kit, but also they send along crafty supplies with it, so this is totally a craft. So the September AdaBox, Crinkle Crinkle, is a monster mask. So I've got this super cool mask that it's a printed circuit board, but it's got LED screens on it that will display monster eyes.
Okay.
And that gets mounted somehow. I haven't read the directions at all whatsoever, but that gets mounted into one of these masks that they sent along.
Okay.
So there's like a shiny mask or there's a white mask. But also, in this bag o' things,
Mm-hmm.
there's tubes of glitter.
I feel like you can never tell your brother-in-law that you were using glitter in your apartment, or he'll never come back.
And there's paint. They sent glitter and paint to decorate my mask. There's silver glitter too. So I think I'm gonna mask off around the eyes and do some kind of like Cirque du Soleil inspired monster makeup with glitter.
I think it'll be really pretty.
I'm so excited for this. This quest for other crafts being because I seem to keep hurting my wrist and then I can't knit, and so I do other crafts. Yay, other crafts. So I'm gonna make a monster mask. I just need to get a soldering iron. I'm excited.
So excited. I'm excited to see when it's all finished.
Yeah, I gotta have it done for Halloween because Halloween.
I'm taking votes now, betting pools on the side if Diana actually gets this done on time. I'm betting a solid no.
Betting a solid I get the eyeballs working, but I don't get any of the actual crafty mask stuff done, so I figure out how to mount it to my actual glasses instead.
Okay, I'll take it. I figure we got 50-50 odds on that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I heard what your week's like this week. You don't know how to say no?
It's just this week. My things clump. I'll be like doing not much for months, and then 1 week everything happens.
Sure, why not? Sounds good.
Everybody gets back from trips, and people want me to volunteer for this thing and that thing, and then there's all the gaming groups and knit clubs, and like, so I get to sleep when?
You don't sleep. You sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sleep is for later.
So I think we just got some literature, and then we're done. Oh, and events.
Well, and events. Well, literature is probably mostly the Jocelyn show again.
Generally, yeah.
I finished book 1 and book 2 of the C.L. Wilson series that I am reading. Book 1 was The Lord of the Fading Land.
Sorry, say that again. I hit a button and I muted you accidentally.
Stop muting me!
I'm sorry.
I finished the second book, I believe is Lady of Shadows.
Okay.
You have the show notes. You can confirm. I told you earlier today.
Lady of Light and Shadows.
Thank you.
I wrote down.
Perfect. I told it to you correctly, but I'm not looking at my phone right now. And then I both of those were only like 12-hour long audiobooks. So it doesn't take me very long. And then I officially started Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, which I said last week I was going to start. Hey, look, I did. And I have 54 hours to go. Of 55.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be at that one for a while, guys.
Little bit.
No. Hey, whatever. I'm excited. I'm really hoping in this one they explain what the heck a secret hand is and why you can have your right hand exposed, but your left hand has to be covered with a sleeve, or if you're, not of the upper class, at least a glove. But why? I don't know. The rest of the world's fascinating too. It's just that's the part that bugs me.
All right.
You want to talk about your mini book club you want to talk about your book club in a book club?
Yeah.
You guys nest balls for your book club.
My work book club is having a mini offshoot to read Feminist Fight Club, an office survival manual for a sexist workplace by, oh gosh.
I'm not reading it.
Jessica Bennett.
Not the wrong person to ask who the author is. I'm not reading the book.
Not that I work in a sexist workplace. We work in a fantastic workplace. But it's just a fascinating sort of a book, and being women in tech, we often find ourselves in very sexist environments.
Trust me, my rebuttal was because men don't get sexually harassed by women, because they do.
And we have men invited to come join our little mini book club. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to hear everybody's take on everything.
I'll be excited if you finish the book and recommend it to me.
Okay. The little summary here. It was a fight club, but without the fighting and without the men. Every month, the women would huddle in a friend's apartment to share sexist job frustrations and trade tips for how best to tackle them. Once upon a time, you might have called them a consciousness raising group. But the problem of today's working world are more subtle and less pronounced, harder to identify and harder to prove than those of their foremothers. These women weren't just there to vent; they needed battle tactics, and so the Fight Club was born. It seems potentially over the top. I haven't started it yet, but I think the discussion will be very, very interesting. So,
Oh, that's fine. Well, it's because I have friends who are in all sorts of book clubs. So if you like it and the discussion's interesting, I will at the very least recommend it to them to read.
all right.
Like one of their picks is something that they might enjoy.
I guess the other thing, I'm still reading Babylon's Ashes. I've been reading it for months. I stopped talking about it because nobody wants to hear about how I've been reading the same book for 6 months. It's not even that long a book. I don't know. I'm less into it's the sixth book in a series, and I'm just getting increasingly less into it. I don't know.
That's fair.
I kind of want to read
That's
something
the
else.
advanced series, Harry. I should read that. I tried the TV show. Didn't even keep me for half of a pilot episode.
Fair enough.
And guys, I will watch some weird TV.
Fair enough. Doesn't have to be
I'm
everybody's
watching
thing.
The Amazing Miss Mabel right now on Amazon Prime. And it's a musical set in 1950.
Sounds like what my brain needs right now.
Which, yeah, that just leaves us with events.
Events. That Cal is going on. The Across the Prairies Cal is going on until the
Yep.
end of the month. The
Yep.
end of the month of September. That is September the 30th, question mark.
I want to say yes.
30 days has September. Yes, the 30th. And that's with Cozy Up Knits, Feathered Stitches, and A Tale of Two Knitters.
You say it with a question mark. We were literally talking to them this weekend about it.
I know. I'm rapidly waning. I've finished my beverage and the cold medicine is dying, so.
That's fair. That's fair. That's pretty much it on the cow front. I'm participating in the Fiber Friends self-striping sock along. Shortly, the Knitmore girls are going to do the October Craft All the Things, which I participate in mostly because I really love Halloween. So if I actually do some ones that are fiber related, I will show them here on the podcast. So I'm thinking maybe some ghosts and pumpkins this year.
Yes, I concur.
So got to go to Michael's and buy some orange pumpkin yarn because I don't have any worsted weight crocheting pumpkin yarn to make pumpkins out of.
This
I have
is
white.
weird.
I've got some greens and some browns and stuff, but I don't have any pumpkiny orangey color ways for it, so I need to go do that. And yes, I want them to be acrylic so that I can wash them
Good call.
because they're going to be the right size to be carried and used as a toy.
Yep.
Planning in advance, guys. Planning in advance. Also, I will occasionally probably huck one at my niece's head just to get her reaction.
Good.
They're going to be stuffed with fluffy stuff. It'll be fine. Oh. Yeah, I mean, other than that, that's it for us for the year until we get towards Christmas.
Cool.
I said the C word.
I know.
We only got 3 months. End of this month. We're closing
I
in.
think about that.
So close, you guys.
Don't want to
It's
think.
just around the corner.
No.
Just around the corner.
No.
Just around the corner. I'll start a countdown next month.
Let's have Halloween first.
Well, sure. I mean, literally all of my Halloween totes are open up all over my floor right now. Because I've already started decorating.
Crazy person.
Whatever. Halloween is best season. In my mind.
Sure.
All right. That's it for the week, okay?
I hope so. I'm about ready to go sleep again.
Well, in that case, I'll say until next week, I'm Jocelyn.
Might be Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to knit.
Yes.